Hello, this is Cynthia Sue Larson with RealityShifters.com talking with you today about compassion in a chaotic world. This is more and more important now that more of us are connected with each other than ever before. We used to be able to ignore people that bothered us. Now it seems, or it can seem, like they're right in our face. And that's thanks to the internet, thanks to social media. This kind of opportunity can be a problem, but it can also be an opportunity when we recognize that we can use some tools that some of us may never have heard about, or we might have heard about them but not know how to use them. And it's the field of nonviolent communication. This is a term that was coined by Marshall Rosenberg in the 1960s, talking about ways that we can communicate from compassion and listen with empathy. That's the key to it. This is a process that started in the 1960s, evolved in the 70s, got a little bit finalized in the 1990s, but now it's pretty mature. And the key to the whole thing, as I said, is it's not so much on the 4 steps that it now consists of, but mostly when you speak, really respecting that there can be a way of communicating with a person who you may not like. You may feel offended by everything about them. And if you find yourself needing to communicate with them anyway, here's what you can do. And this also applies within yourself, with relationships where you think you do like the person, but sometimes they can seem demanding, or maybe you can. So it's a way to break through those impasses, prevent the schisms, and instead start trusting yourself with yourself and yourself with others and with the world. The 4 steps begin with first stating an observation. This is something that has come to your attention as being counter to well-being. And so it might be, if it's an observation within yourself, you might notice that you're, for example, not eating so well during the holidays. And so you might observe, I think I'm gaining weight from eating so much. There's no judgment attached to it, just an observation. That's step 1. Step 2 is to be aware of what you are now feeling about that. Now this is where the feelings, the emotions, and sensations come in, like I don't fit my clothing right now. So you might notice that. Number 3, then it's where you get into needs and values. I value having a healthy body. So this is where the conflict is arising within yourself. So instead of becoming dictatorial with yourself, judgmental, negative, you can start having a more compassionate relationship within yourself, which is extremely important so you can have good relationships with others, actually. The 4th step is where you basically have an idea for something that could be done. So what I'm suggesting is, would it be okay if we cut down our serving size or started a new exercise program? So that's the 4th step of action, and it's a simple request. So again, the steps aren't so important. The key to the whole thing and making it work, whether it's just within yourself or with a relationship, within your family, within the world, is the empathy when you're listening and the compassion when you speak. So instead of making demands, making judgments, it's a lot more open-minded. It is possible to keep lines of communication open. This is not something most of us have learned, but fortunately the tools are here. It's called nonviolent communication. Again, you can look it up. I recommend that you give it a try when you get a chance and find out just how good it can get when you work with nonviolent communication, even in a chaotic world. Until next time, this is Cynthia Sue Larson with RealityShifters.com, keeping the main question that I love the most in mind: how good can it get when we use nonviolent communication? Thank you.